super quick initial thoughts of the ZV-E10 Mark II. It is a legit upgrade from the Mark I. Leaps and bounds. It uses the new menu system, it uses the same sensor as the FX30 and the A67. It is the upgrade that I wanted at a cheaper price, or at the price that I can afford. This camera is probably not for everybody though. I feel like if you're coming from the ZV-E10 Mark I, and you're jumping to the Mark II, you have to really think about what you do with the camera. Kasi I wouldn't recommend this to photographers. But if you're doing mainly video, if you're doing mainly color grading video, even vlog short form, this might be a really good upgrade. I would recommend you get lenses first before you upgrade to this. I would 100% recommend this to somebody who's more serious into video production or color grading if you want to play around with that 10-bit. One of the things that I really love about the Mark II is the vertical layout. With the old Mark I, you used to use the Imaging Edge app on Android or iOS, which was, I'll be honest, terrible. Like extremely slow to transfer, very clunky, everything was laggy. Not a great app. It was great for its time, which I think released like a decade ago, not at this point. Hindi naman, siguro 5 years, maybe 6 years ago na. But the new Creators app that you use with the ZV-E10 Mark II and all of the newer Sony cameras is just leaps and bounds better. You can actually use your phone as a monitor now because the latency for remote shooting isn't super delayed and it isn't laggy. What else? Video transfer from the ZV-E10 Mark II versus the Mark I is hugely different. I used to wait like 10-20 minutes for a very long clip or multiple video clips to transfer. I would just resort to using a cable. But now I can transfer from the ZV-E10 Mark II all the way to my phone in seconds, minutes. So it's really a much more useful app or wireless. How can you say? Basta mas maganda yung wireless niya. I'm excited to use a cage for this kasi wala pa siyang cages. It's really new. I think Small Rig is the first one that announced the cage. Sila pa lang ata. But I feel like hihintayin ko yung cage ng Falcam kasi gusto ko talaga gamitin yung F38 system nila. LUTs on the Mark II is super cool. That's one thing that I've been playing around with, creating LUTs on DaVinci and putting it on here. The new battery, I haven't really extensively tested it yet, but my friends say na the new battery, I would love the new battery, especially since I got the pre-order bonus of the extra battery, so I have 2 batteries. One of the things that I I didn't know until like the day before I got this camera, I was doing a lot of research, is that you can actually power this camera with 30-watt power delivery, meaning if you have a strong enough power bank or a strong enough power brick that can supply, I think it's 9 volts, 3 amps, you can power the camera without it draining the battery at all. It'll just use the power and not use the battery at all. It'll use the battery as a sort of a backup or as a UPS, which is really cool because from what I've gathered, from what I've understood, is that Sony is moving away from the dummy battery situation and moving more towards just powering the camera via USB Type-C power delivery, which is really cool. The things that I don't like about it is that the covers, they use a plastic that I don't like. I feel like that's gonna break sooner rather than later. I've tested the microphones on this. It's really good. Like, I feel like you can vlog with this camera without using an external microphone. That is huge. Imagine vlogging with this pancake lens and not even needing a external microphone. Like, it's literally just this. You turn it on, that's it. You vlog with that. No microphone. Because the microphones are that good already. The new rocker on top is useful, although I'll probably just keep it on the video if I'm being honest. There's a lot more things in the menus that I have to explore that I haven't really dug into yet. But first thoughts, really cool. It's not a update, it's an upgrade. So that's the big thing that I got. So yeah, longer videos soon. Although this, I feel like this is already a pretty long video. Paalam.